You know that moment when someone looks at something that brings you joy and they just judge? When they feel the need to comment on your life, your choices, your way of being? By the way, listen to this video on the background while doing something else maybe. This is more like a podcast. You know what happens in these moments when someone is judging you or when you feel like someone is judging you? First, there's that confusion. Did they really just say that? And then, well, let's talk about something important here. You might feel anger rising inside you, and that's completely normal. Many people have been taught to suppress the anger, to question when they have the right to feel upset. People tell themselves that they are being too sensitive, that they should not feel hurt or angry. But here's the thing. You are allowed to feel angry when someone judges your choices. You are allowed to feel hurt when someone dismisses your joy. These feelings are not wrong. They are telling you something important. They are letting you know that boundaries being crossed. Let's talk about opinions for a moment. You know what's fascinating? When I say opinions mean nothing, what I really mean is something more beautiful than that. Opinions are like colors in a vast painting. Each one is unique. Each one is carrying its own shade of truth, its own perspective, its own story. The beautiful thing is that in the grand scheme of things, while other opinion exists, no single opinion has to control your life. Isn't that amazing? We have this incredible power, this practice, yes, it takes practice, to choose which opinions we want to integrate in our lives and which we simply acknowledge. It's like having this wonderful menu of perspectives in front of you. You get to choose which one resonates with your truth, which ones resonate with your growth, which ones align with your path, and the ones that don't, you can appreciate that they exist for someone else while knowing they are not for you. And there is nothing offensive about this choice, nothing disrespectful about saying that opinion works for you, but it's not for me. Let's talk about something really important here. When someone has a different opinion about how you should live your life, two things often happen. First, you might think, maybe they are right, maybe I should change. And then, surprisingly, you might worry, what if having my own preferences offends them? What if being different hurts our relationship? But here's the beautiful truth. Having different preferences, different choices, different ways of living, that's just normal. It's actually wonderful. It's what makes life interesting. It's what makes us human. Think about it. If you choose a different path than someone else, that does not mean you are judging their path. If you love bright colors and they prefer black, for example, that's not a judgment, it's just a difference. If you collect things that bring you joy and they prefer minimalism, neither of you is wrong. You are just different. And yes, sometimes people feel threatened by differences. Sometimes they take it personally when your choices don't match theirs, but that's their journey to figure out, not yours to fix. Their feeling of being judged by your different choices, that's about their relationship with themselves, not about you. And here's the truth that might be hard to hear. Often, it's the people closest to us, family, close friends, long-term relationships, whose opinions do matter the most. Their words can cut deeper because we care about them, because we want their approval, because they have known us for so long. But here's the real question. Why give anyone, even those closest to you, the power to dim your light? Why let their opinions, their preferences, their limitations sometimes, define your joy? And they probably do not mean anything bad for you, anything mean. And they would not even want your light to be dimmed. You don't need to make yourself smaller just because someone else feels threatened by your choices. You don't need to constantly worry, what if I offend them? Because feeling offended by someone else's personal choices, that is also sometimes a choice when you become self-aware about that. But it is a journey, and taking baby steps is amazing. I'm proud of you. Different people get offended by different things, and that's okay. What bothers one person might be completely fine for another. That's just life. That's just human nature, and it's beautiful. When you start living authentically, when you start honoring your own preferences, you will discover something amazing. These differences actually help you understand yourself better. Every time you encounter someone with different preferences, it's an opportunity to clarify what you want, what you don't want, what feels right for you. Agreeing to disagree isn't just a phrase. It's a healthy, mature way of handling differences. And if someone cannot handle that, if someone needs you to be exactly like them to feel comfortable, well, it's their journey, not yours, as I said. Because here's the truth. Living your life according to others' preferences is not just unnecessary, it's actually doing a disservice to yourself and to the world. Your unique preferences, your unique choices, your unique way of being, that is your gift to the world. When someone says, I don't like how you... the response is simple. Okay, then don't do it. When they say, I would never, the answer is clear, then don't. Your life is not a democracy. Other people do not get a vote. You are not here to make yourself smaller, to make others comfortable. You are not here to dim your light because it bothers someone else's eyes. You are not here to edit your joy because it does not fit someone else's story. Your joy does not need their approval. Your choices do not need their understanding. Your life does not need their permission. You are the author of your story. You are the director of your movie. You are the artist of your life, and no one else's opinion needs to matter more than your own. So when someone judges your choices or feels threatened by your differences, remember, their reaction is telling you about their journey, not yours. Their discomfort with differences is their story to work through, not yours to fix. Your choices are yours. Their choices are theirs. And this beautiful diversity of preferences and choices, that's what makes life rich and interesting. Remember, you are not responsible for other people's reactions to your authentic self. You are only responsible for being true to who you are. Check out my other video in the description box below and see you on the next one. Bye!